Hey there folks, Aldershot here, and today we're going to do a quick look into Trine 3, the Artifacts of Power, developed by Frozen Byte. Now, you're not unfamiliar with the Trine series. It is essentially kind of like a multiplayer platform puzzler, almost. It can be playing single player, of course, and obviously this is a sequel to Trine 1 and 2, which again are quite a popular series. In their own right. But anyways, this game is in early access, and because of that, not all the content is released for the game quite yet, right? In fact, I'll show you what's available in this early access build. By the way, this is build 2884 version .04. You can see on the bottom right hand corner. But anyways, single player. So I've already finished what's available that's in this game, and it only took me about an hour and a half, so again, it's not a lot of content right here at the current moment, but there is 2 acts. The first one, which goes into each of the 3 heroes that you'll be controlling individually. Then it'll go into the second act, where you can control all 3 heroes at once, and then there'll be challenge rooms 1 and 2, which is mainly the rogue character, the archer lady. For the time being anyways. And then there's also amusement park, which is just basically kind of a free-for-all, do what you want, play with the physics engine kind of thing, right? But anyways, we'll go into Act 2, that way we have access to all of the characters, and quickly go over some of the game. We'll skip this right here for now. Anyways, just like in the other Trines, as you can see, the characters are talking over me is really distracting. There we go. Thank you. Anyways, as I was saying, just like the other Trines, if you're playing this solo like I am, you can switch between any of the 3 characters at any time with a simple push of the button. And if you're familiar with the Trine series, or I guess really this is for the people who aren't familiar with the Trine series, but the wizard basically can summon objects and do telekinesis stuff, and that'll definitely help you out throughout your travels. Or as, oops, actually that worked out for us. The warrior is more combat oriented. You might want to take them out when, you know, there's enemies around. You can also push and bash objects as well. It's quite good for that. Whereas your archer lady, she is more nimble. She can pull and drag certain objects and swing on things and do other nimble things that you would expect, right? And you kind of use all their powers together in order to make your way through the area, solve puzzles, do platform stuff, etc., etc., right? Now, if you haven't noticed already, there is something quite different from this Trine from the others. I'm not really sure where to go from here, actually. Let's see, let's go up here. No, this is definitely not the right way. Okay, we just died. Whoops. But as I was saying, something that's quite new to Trine 3, I think is quite suitable, is that, well, it's in 3D. You can move in the X, Y, and Z axis, which is pretty interesting. Something definitely quite new for the series. Let's see. It looks like we gotta bring that bridge down, so we'll use our telekinesis wizard and break these roots. I think that's what we have to do. I think we have to break these roots. There we go. Yeah, there we go. And now bring the drawbridge down just like that. So as you can see, each character does have their specialties, and you have to use them in the proper times, in the proper instances, and all that kind of stuff when the circumstances call for their help, if you will. But yes, the third axis. It definitely changes things up a little bit. It definitely makes you think a little bit different from the other Trine games, for sure, where Trine 1 is basically just a 2D platform puzzler, and Trine 2 is kind of like a more advanced version of the same thing with some new ideas, I guess. Trine 3 is going to do something a little bit different in that, well, there's a third axis, and that's definitely kind of interesting, because now you kind of have to think about the foreground and background, which again is quite different for the Trine series. Let's see, I think I got to pull this. I already did all this stuff before. I'm just have a terrible memory here. Let's get this out of the way, actually. Push this out. There we go. That's what I'm trying to do. But as you can see, like, thinking in the third dimension from playing the other Trines, it's It's definitely going to tease your brain in different ways, I think. And there is definitely some new puzzle elements because of the whole 3D elements. I don't know where I'm pushing this. I'm trying to get over here. I'm trying to put this in between this and the wall. There we go. And put it down. There we go. That's what I want. And I gotta push this one out as well. Sorry, I'm bad with commentating and doing puzzle things at the same time. I'll be perfectly honest. But the main thing to take away from this is that do understand that the game is limited in content in its current version. However, you know, as you can see, the graphics are friggin' pretty. It looks even better than Trine 2, which is saying something because, well, I think Trine 2 is simply just one of the best looking indie games around, and this definitely continues that tradition of visual aesthetics, right? It's a beautiful game. It got a great soundtrack. It controls well, just like the other Trine games. And it definitely teases your brain for sure. It definitely has some challenging puzzles. But I never really got overly stuck for too long in any of the puzzles either. They seem to be relatively straightforward, at least in the current version that I'm playing. But of course that could very well change as the game progresses in its development. But I guess the main thing I should talk about is whether or not the third dimension has helped or hindered the series so far. Well, to be completely honest, I can't really say right now. Right? It's just, I haven't really, there's not enough of it for me to really judge whether or not the third dimension has either helped or hindered the series. Is really kind of a wait and see thing. All I can tell you for the time being is that I did enjoy my time with the game currently, albeit my time spent with the game has been fairly short to say the least. Again, because of the lack of content that's currently in this version. But the quality's there. The quality's there, and Frozen Byte have been proven to be a very competent studio who can definitely execute their ideas quite well, especially if you played the other Trine games. So if you don't want to pay $20 for like an hour and a half worth of gameplay, I don't blame you. It might very well be a wait and see, but at the same time, if you're familiar with the Trine series and you just can't wait to play Trine 3, then like I said, what's here is quality. It's really fun, and it's actually really well presented as well, which is not a bad thing, of course. So yeah, that's basically Trine 3 in a nutshell. I think I dragged this so-called quick look long enough, so I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, wait and see. And one more thing I want to say too, once this game's fully finalized, in its full form and stuff like that, I'll definitely do a full impression on the game. And I think whether or not this game will be as successful as the other Trines will very much hinge on how the studio will handle the new axis, the third axis in this game, and how they're going to design puzzles around that. But anyways, folks, that's basically it. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys watching as usual. If you enjoyed this or found this informative or entertaining in any way, show me some love, like, share, fave, and comments. If you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll bring you more videos like this. Thanks for watching, guys. All the shout outs.